Hey there, Sorry here. So there's not a whole lot to do this week. There's basically just a King Mog event, which, I've already auto-battled my way to, the 95,000 points. So I'm pretty much done with that event. So not much else to do. I had a request for like a budget clear of like a level 99 clear of the Spirit Doggo. So I'm gonna do that for you guys here. I'm not going to turn on any mods. It's just a level 99, no mods clear, with a bit of a budget team, budget gear, all that jazz. All right. So here's the team that we're working with. I decided to bring the original OG Chow. Well, I guess the OG Chow is technically the 7-star Chow, right? So we'll say the middle child Chow, the middle Chow, the magic tank. He's still a perfectly fine tank for this one because he's got the mitigations for it, so he works really well. So he'll be our tank. Ling is going to be our general killer support as well as our light imbue. We've got Kaito in there. He's great for the breaks and all the other support that he has in his kit. We've got Kresnik, who is there pretty much just for morale fill and some general support and things like that, but he's mainly there for the morale. And then our DPS units are Duane and Nora, 2 units that I don't typically use, so I figured I'd bring them on board. They're not super old, but they're also not like brand new either. But look, if you don't have those units, they're very swappable. They are literally they're just there for the damage. Duane and Nora don't really bring anything spectacular to the party, nothing that's necessarily going to make or break the team. So, slot in whatever DPS units you have into those 2 slots. I just decided to bring them because they both happen to be EX2 and they're both SLB units. That means their SLBs line up nicely. You could also bring someone like Olive in either one of those slots. Olive would work just fine here. Any of like the new DPSs, if you have like an Aya Brea, obviously bring her. She'll be just absolutely obliterating this boss. But yeah, so we're not using totally high-end gear or anything like that. We're going pretty budget on it. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Ling is just going to be sort of passive provoking. Not a whole lot to talk about here. She's just make sure she's passive provoke. That's really all she needs. I gave her this is what's her name? Is Melissa's vision card, which you can get for free now in the vision card shop. So even if you have never pulled a Melissa before, you can still get this card, and it's really nice to put on your support units because of the 400 morale every turn, right? So that's what you want this card for. In her brave shift form, pretty much the same thing. Just make sure she's passive provoke. Otherwise, she doesn't really need anything here. Okay, she could almost be naked, really. You do want to give her some HP though, because she will for the fixed damage attack. Yep. So Chow, basically he's just buff boy Chow here. Just make sure he has at least 240% water and dark resist, because Kresnik will provide the 60% buff every turn. And so he just needs 240 to water and dark. And then, yeah, just bulk him up as much as you can. Whatever you have to give him some bulk. I did give him the Mystic Tenacity because it will provide the Reaper Killer, which is the Reaper mitigation, which is the only mitigation he's missing. Chow has Beast and Fairy in his kit, and so yeah, that's the only one he's missing. Power Cut, just for a general bulk card. Everyone should have it. They got it today after maintenance was up, so that was that should have been your login reward today, is the Power Cut vision card. And yeah, that's it. In his brave shift form, you can try building him for a little bit of damage, but his damage is pretty inconsequential, to be honest with you. But I did build him 4 damage in this form. So the Holy Wand, this is from the like the Hidden Chamber of Arms. Actually, no, it's not from the Hidden Chamber. It's from like the new battle with or is it? I can't remember. It may be from the Hidden Chamber of Arms, but it's a nice 2-handed staff, which is what Chow wants, basically. And then yeah, just crank up his spirit. He builds He's got a lot of beast and fairy innately, and then you know, try to give him a little reaper. It is what it is. He's not dealing a great deal of damage here, so don't really worry too much about that. And honestly, if you don't have Chow, you can slot in any other magic tank. If you have, you know, if you have like the new Elena, she's great. Throw her in here. She'll be fantastic. Plus, she can give you an even better leader skill. You know, things like that. I'm just using Chow just because he's an older unit. You may have him, you know, just hanging around in your inventory, and I just wanted to use him because, you know, it's the new Chow's banner and the new Chow's cow, but I don't have the new Chow, so let's use the old Chow. All right, with Duane, you know, just build him for high attacking killers. He gears fairly easily for the killers on this one, thankfully. Just needs some LB damage there. Here are the materials we use to get his killers. He is capped on Beast, Fairy, and Reaper. 300 LB damage, and he's got his own vision card. All right, just trying to keep it budget. So we're not using any fancy vision cards on this one. All right. Kresnik in his normal form, dual wielding with Aurora Scarf. That's important for just refilling everyone's LBs. Because what we'll do is we'll basically just do two bursts back to back to try and finish out the fight quickly, and so Kresnik will help with that. All right. He also has Melissa's vision card, so for that extra 400 morale every turn. Basically same build in his Brave Shift form. He doesn't need anything fancy here. Kaito in normal form has the Empress's Rod, Treasure Memorial Ring for that turn 1 morale fill. You don't necessarily need to have that, it's just nice to have if you have it. And then in his Brave Shift form, yeah, here's just some gear that has some nice killers on it. Like this one, if you have it, is nice because it's got 50% Fairy Reaper. Kingly Raiment has 50% Reaper killer on it. Tiger Spirit Mask is nice because it has 75% Beast Killer if you're wielding a large sword or a katana. And then, yeah, just some killer materials. Indestructible Light, gave him his own vision card. Again, we're trying to keep it cheap and budget here. So, overcapped on Beast Killers because I gave him Ifrit Esper. Fairy Killers, Reaper Killers, not capped on LB damage, but that's alright. We're not really concerned about Kaito here. Nora, again, you know, what I think is a pretty budget build here. Nothing fancy, no Clash of Wills gear or anything like that. Here are the materials that we're using. Okay. Her own vision card. And I think she is, yeah, she's capped on Beast. Obviously, she's got a lot of that in her kit. And then 250 Fairy, 275 Reaper. So that's pretty good. All right, we'll take that. And that's it. All right, so let's get in here and see how we get this done. This should be a 6-turn clear. And yeah, we'll see how we get it done. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is shift Ling back to normal. All right, she's gonna do Blithe Step for morale, Purifying Dance for the ailment resistance, and Transcendent Performance for the some mitigations for the party. Okay. Also helps by filling up her LB considerably, which we'll use on next turn. The reason why we start in Brave Shift and then shift to normal is so that it activates her triple cast again next turn. All right. Chow is going to come in and do Guard Dog, Kind Protector, and Focused Inspiration. This is what makes him so good for this fight. All right, because it comes with all these mitigations, the Beast and Fairy mitigations. Very nice. All right, Kresnik's just going to start flowing the morale with Arcane Stimulant. Kaito's going to shift to normal. Okay, he's going to start with Crashing Waves, Aqueous Infusion to imbue himself with water, Deep Submersion to hit the boss. Alright, Nora is just going to do Living for 2. That's there purely for the morale fill because it does like 1500 morale or something. Yeah, so it does 1500 morale. That's great. And then just hit the boss. Duane is going to come down here and do Hellfire Infusion, not because we're using fire, obviously, but because it does 1,000 morale fill. So we're just trying to fill up that morale as quickly as possible. Okay, blood shield, which also does morale fill, like 300 there. And then we'll just do arcane mantle because it does do magic mitigation to himself, and as well as mitigation against beasts, which is kind of nice. Okay. All right, here's the good boy, tanking it like a good boy there. All right. And yes, he does have a blizzard orb, so we'll do some counters here. All right, now Ling's gonna shift. All right, we'll do Blithe Step. We will do Rallying Dance. That way she has her what am I trying to say? Her triple cast up for the next few turns, because we're going to stay in Brave Shift form pretty much from here on out. And we'll do Radiance of the Dragon to imbue everybody with light. That way we make sure we're hitting the boss with light and water every turn, because Kaito's still imbued with water. Alright. Chow can then do Most Loyal of Hearts, True Guardian's Blessing, that's for morale fill, and then Encouraging Light for the slightly higher light amp for the party. Kresnik's going to do Arcane Antioxidant for the elemental buffs. Alright, Kaito is going to do Sun Glitter and Double Deep Submersion. Okay, just for morale fill here. And then, yeah, we're just going to hit the boss. Yeah, he's going to hit the boss. And it doesn't really matter because the boss is going to heal itself on this turn back to full anyways. Okay. So on this turn, we're going to prepare, because our SLBs are going to come online next turn, and then we'll do our regular LBs on turn 5. So we're going to do Arcane Supplementation for the buffs. And then double Power Ravage. Nora can do Conqueror of Beasts, and then triple Enigma Wave. Kaito will do Torrential Downpour, Deadly Stream, Natural Flux. Chow will again just do Most Loyal, True Guardian, Encouraging Light again. Alright, Ling is going to do Blithe Step, Dance of Ferocity, and Moving Dance. This is all just for morale fill. We're just trying to fill up morale as quickly as possible here. Kresnik will do Arcane Stimulant. Alright, and we should be good there. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Alright, so now we'll do our SLBs on Nora and Duane. Okay, which does the mod boosts for their LBs, which we'll do next turn. Okay, Kaito's now going to come back to normal. Alright, he's going to do Pure Liquid, Swelling Current, and Cascading Slash to hit the boss. Okay. Chow on this turn, just as a precaution, he's going to put Re-Raise on himself. We'll do Guard Dog and Kind Protector again. Alright, Ling is going to do Blithe Step, Dance of Ferocity, and actually, sorry, she will do Blithe Step for morale, then Dragon Dancer, and then Celestial Dance. This is to refill Duane and Nora so that they can do their LBs next turn. Alright, Kresnik, he can just do Medicinal Potion, Medicinal Remedy, Medicinal Antioxidant. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so Kaito's going to come back now. Do his brace shifts at LB. Nora does LB. Duane does LB. Xiao's going to shift. Alright, we're going to do triple Chow Chow Condemnation, and then end with Bestowment of Courage. Okay. And what he's going to do is he's going to chain with Kresnik, and this is just to ramp up the chain for our real damage dealers. Ling is now going to come in and do, going to re-imbue with light, make sure we're all imbued with light. We'll do Beast Killer and Reaper Killer. Okay. So everybody should be full up on their killers now. Yep. So we're good to go there. Okay, great. And we don't have to worry about the morale buffs because we've got Duane's Arcane Supplementation, which does a 450% full buff, so yeah. Alright, so we're going to start with Kresnik and Chow to ramp up the chain. This probably will not kill the boss, but the whole point of this turn, the whole goal of this turn is just to push the 50% threshold. That's all we care about. Okay. It's also to hit our 100 hit chain score as well. Okay, because when you push 50%, the boss just puts up buffs and then doesn't do anything. He's now left basically wide open for us to destroy him on this turn. All right, so Kaito is going to do Unpredictable Tide. We'll do Torrential Downpour to re-up our killers. Yeah, what else should we do? Because it doesn't really matter here what he does. We'll just do Deadly Stream, I guess. Okay. So now Ling. Alright, so her job is to do Dragon Dancer again. Rallying Dance. And we'll just do Blithe Step, maybe. Alright, that's Phil LB. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. That doesn't LB fill. Okay. Now Kresnik can just do a normal attack to finish filling up our LBs. Okay, Chow can do his LB now if you want. We'll go ahead and do the buffs because I think the buffs have probably worn off at this point. Okay, and yep, this is going to finish off the boss. And there you go. All right, 6 turns with a fairly budget team, using, budget gear, basically just stuff that's lying around. Yeah, not too troublesome there. So yeah, Duane kind of leading the pack on that one. Duane and Nora doing enough damage themselves to kill the boss. The boss has 3 billion HP without any mods turned on. So Kaito and Chao are, basically just overkill there. But yeah, this is if you're really struggling, you just don't have a whole lot of good gear. This is just a team or a strategy you can use. Obviously, like I said, Duane and Nora can easily be swapped for pretty much any DPS unit. Preferably you want one that, has a good leader skill. So like Nora and Duane both have the Clash of Wills leader skills. So it, is effective for all Clash of Wills units. So preferably you'd have something like that. But yeah, that's how we get this one done. So hopefully this was helpful to you guys. And if there are any other no mods clears you'd like to see from me, or if there's anything else you'd like me to do this week, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I will see you on the other side.